All right, Coach. The team is perched atop a 4-1 record right now. They're riding a 3-game winning streak, and you're coming off a bye week. Talk a little bit about what your boys have been up to over the past week in preparation for their WAC opener this Friday in series against Central Valley.
Well, the first thing with that bye week was we were just trying to get healthy, and trying to get back to playing at 100%. We haven't been at 100% since halftime of our second game against Granada. So, trying to get back to that mentality of getting everybody back and healthy and ready to go, and we've done a pretty good job of that. The backfield's gotten more complete with George and Ephraim coming back, and just all-around health from some of our linemen and stuff like that has been pretty good. So getting healthy has been a big thing. Taking it easy in terms of the physicality of practice a little bit has helped us with that bye week. And then our guys got a chance to go out and see Central Valley on Friday, and as they played against Enox, and so kind of kept that football thing going, all the way through. We didn't go every single day last week, but what we did, we got better on those days, and that was the biggest thing. Did we get better? And we get healthy, and I think we did.
All right. You talked about getting healthy and resting players. Is it safe to say that you're going to be entering this next game, already 5 games into the season, with maybe your strongest lineup, and as far as depth goes?
Probably. Probably the only exception would be the first game of the year. But yeah, I think if you look at any lineup we've had going into any of our games, with the exception of the first one, we haven't been complete. We haven't been whole, and we haven't been as deep as we are probably going to be this week. That's a huge bonus for us. I mean, there's things that if guys need breathers, guys need to go one way, or if we got a guy going both ways and we've got to get him out, or maybe we can take him off special teams and give him a little break there, or whatever it may be. That's going to help a lot. And so being at 100% is a huge bonus for us at this point.
Central Valley's coming off a loss, 54-21 against Enox. They're 1-4, but it is going to be their homecoming game. What do you expect to see from them when you make the trip to series on Friday?
I expect to see a team that has good size, got good speed, good talent, and the record's out the window. I mean, at this point, I expect Coach Garcia to be telling his guys the same thing I've been telling ours: is everybody's got a shot at league, and this is once you start conference play, just as if every play and every game mattered in the preseason to get you ready for league and get you ready for playoffs. Now, once you're in conference play, every play matters towards that league championship. So. As far as we're concerned, they're 0-0, and that's how we're going to treat them. We're going to treat them just as any big name opponent that we have or ever had, and that's how we do things. And so I expect them to come out with as much fire and intensity as a team that wants to fight for a league championship. Because at this point, being the first game in conference play, everybody has the right to do that. So we expect a full, complete game from those guys, and we're just going to try and play mistake-free.
That kind of leads into my next question, which was going to be, the differences between, prepping the team for non-league games and prepping the team for the second half of the season, being, the WAC schedule. What are some of those differences, if any, and how are the boys geared up for Friday night? Are they geared up for Friday night?
Yeah, they're definitely geared up. I mean, they have, like I said, the preseason gets you ready for conference play and gets you ready for a playoff down the road and that type of thing, gets guys experience. When you get into conference play, like I said, every play is a step closer to a championship. And so every play, has that impact at somewhere down the road. It could be a positive play or negative play. So our goal is to play mistake-free, but come out with the same intensity as any other game, but you got to kick it up. You got to kick it up a little bit because of that fact that every play matters. And so, our goal is to win a league championship. Rides on each and every game from here on out. And so, the guys are ready to go. I mean, I just as in every other game we've had so far, every day they get closer and closer to Friday, they get more and more intense.
As you mentioned earlier, a lot of the players, some of the players, some of the fans, some of the parents made the trip out to go watch Central Valley. With no football, on schedule for the Tigers, they wanted to maybe go take a look at their opponent for this week. Maybe talk about what you're hoping as far as fan turnout on Friday night maybe making the trip again to series?
Well, I hope just as any other game, anytime we travel, and we always travel well, which is a good thing for us. And so having 3 road games in conference play, travel is a big thing for us. Being able to fight that adversity of being on the road a little bit for league, but also our fans. We expect our fans just to be as rowdy and complete and here and intense and ready for the game for a home game, to carry that over and help us out on the road game, because that's a big difference. I've had games where it seems like it's a no-nothing game, and it may be, and also sometimes it plays into like on Halloween or around that time, people have got other things going on, and you notice it when there's not that presence, that fan presence behind you, and it's a kind of eerie type of game where it's just kind of quiet, it's almost like a big practice, and those are hard ones to get guys up for, hard to stay up for, and hard to make those adjustments and everything you got to do to make it seem like it's a real intense game. So the fan presence is huge. The more people we can get out there, the better. And every game through the league, and let people know that we travel well and our fans support us.